Hi everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. How are you doing, you beautiful, beautiful people? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic because you deserve to feel that way. Today we're gonna react to Ren Genesis. So without further ado, because your time is the most important thing, let's go Genesis by Ren.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this dimension, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've
Put on life support, I've been put on higher shelf. Whew. Genesis, like the beginning, the start.
been fighting.
It's beautiful. Like when he does like rah, when he roars, reminds me of when you said in the comments that he is a fan of NF, and NF is a fan of doing that like roar, you know, in his songs. I love it.
Wrestle with my some. When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this dimension, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant
Such a performer, such a performer. Like he knows when to look, he knows like what words he wants to say when he looks.
With my mental health, I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane.
Beautiful. This cake doesn't have an icing. Like the phrase, like eat the cake and keep it whole. He doesn't have the sweet part of the cake. He only has the pain, you know, only has the disease, the chronic pain, you know. There's no icing on that cake.
I don't know, don't have upon a.
Also, when he says like chanting mantras that people do when they are depressed, when they want to overcome addiction, so you recite mantras. That's beautiful. We are what we think, right?
Higher shelf, wrestle mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working, cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honest.
Wow. Life is a lottery. Sometimes riches, sometimes poverty. I think it's so true. We're all like born into different situations, you know. We've given what we're given. Some get more, some get less, but we gotta do what we can with what we have. And he says like that he also has, wow.
Learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging.
Neuropathy, wow. Your nerves, like a disease where I think your nerves are, it feels like they're on fire, and he's begging the surgeon like, just cut it, just so much pain. Wow. This dude went through so much that, like, that's the genesis of the song, you know. He's saying he doesn't know if the mantras are helping, but everything is helping. Everything brought him to where he is, you know. And that's what we're seeing. How he started, how he fought it and keeps on fighting it. What a beautiful artist, really. The definition of how music can save you.
And the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'ma speak honestly. Honestly, life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me.
Life is ironically fucking me chronically. Because of that cake thing, you know? He doesn't have a choice. He only has the sour. Like from one side, he's super successful with his music. On the other, he doesn't have his health. What would you prefer, you know? That's interesting.
Honestly, I'ma speak honestly. Honestly, life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight where you know.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm stopping every second. But how can you not? I mean, license to kill myself. They call me Sean Connery, like from James Bond, License to Kill. Talking about how he thinks about it, right? That's what he thinks about. License to kill myself. I can't handle this anymore.
I've been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. No.
People, again, stopping every second. People, he does like this, dilate. But he's saying die late in the dark. He's playing on it. He's playing us. Cheeky Ren, really. You gotta follow every second.
Never was late for the now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a star. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
Like taking Genesis, his story, saying Genesis, the chapter in the Bible, Noah and the ark, and like when you think about it further, about that metaphor, Noah he didn't believe at the beginning, right? That he can do it and it's gotta happen. So Ren, from his painful place, didn't believe he can get out of it, overcome it, get to an even slightly better place. At the same time, another meaning to that metaphor, that Ren is something of a leader, you know, all of the chaos in the world, and he's saying like, okay, come with me. I've got the ark. The music is the ark. I'm gonna lead us to safety, to a safe land with music. Opening eyes. Interesting.
Rain when it was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a star. Genesis
How he plays on the like part of the song, just like a hum. Genius.
rain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
And the creation of this video, it's a one shot. And he remembers, it says like everything, and we hear him so good, even though it's in the, you know, they're walking in the streets. Such a, like, you can easily look past it because it's so hard to follow Ren and his metaphors and smart lyrics. But let's give a thumbs up for the video, right? I mean, one shots, they're doing everything on point. Takes so much preparation, I think. Appreciate it, you know? Love this.
Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a star. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis. When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell.
I was about to say amazing in Hebrew, which is madim. Was about to come out. How he takes the start the genesis and of this song, right? The same lyrics, then pushes it all the way through the gates of hell, like the demons knocking. That's what he's fighting. That's his journey, and that's how it started.
At least somewhere else, wage. I start drifting.
Beautiful.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Rap yellow
I'm
tape.
laughing because they're just walking in the street, in the middle of the street, with cars, at the same time focused on singing, like the lyrics on point with the music, with the cameraman walking, and you're like, what the, how, all the videos you're doing, how are you still, like, not run over, really? Just, they're so, they got everything. I mean, how are they so focused on doing everything? That's amazing, really.
Even I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's me.
He's saying that so much in so many songs, I think. The zip, the body zip bag. I think if I'm like going into it, that's probably the image he had or has or have most often thinks about himself, you know, if he takes his life. That's, I don't know, that's what came up because he says it a lot. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just contemplating about why. Why is that image keeps on like returning? Do you know? Is there a reason? That's super interesting.
Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah.
So, like from what he's saying like the zip and the yellow tape. It's like he died, and then he mutated into this, and using the tongue as a weapon, which it is, you know, the 4 agreements. You know the book. If not, go and read it. Very good personal development book. That words are like spells, you know. If we talk about Ren, all of a sudden I say, think about a pink elephant, like out of nowhere. I threw us to a different direction, you know. Thought, like, words brings thoughts, and that's just magic. Magic. We need to pay attention very, very hard to what we say to ourselves and others.
Close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah blah. Beast mode, Armageddon. Get 'em. Let me take the wheel for a second. Hit a hoop like Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal in succession. Switch swoop, and I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon.
Beautiful. First of all, saying like he's the GOAT, but with some anger issues, and then he's saying, well, and it makes sense with all the pain, of course. And then he's saying time is I don't remember the exact words, but it's the weapon. You know, it always gets you. That's what gets you. If we make changes by the pain we experience. I know it sounds not so, it doesn't sound happy, but you know, we get to a point where we say enough. I got to do something different. And that's how we evolve. And time brings us the people we love, us like getting sick or losing something we had. And then we think those thoughts, why didn't I do this and that earlier? It's the weapon.
Time Time is a killer profession, making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine that I'm freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain and it rain with a start. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
So good. So good. So good. Wow. At the end, he's walking. We saw the Genesis, right? We heard it. What's at the end? What's at the continue down his path? That's what he's doing at the end, right? Walking down his path. What so many, right? So many interpretations, so many wise lyrics. Wow. Every time he throws me off. And I went on and on. So I'm not going to keep going right now. I appreciate you if you stayed this far because I did really a full breakdown, I think. So this was amazing. If you liked the video, hit the like button. It will sure help the algorithm and us grow and get to those who might need it and enjoy it and get that hug, virtual hug they need. So share, like, subscribe if you didn't. If you want more of this content, beautiful people, beautiful community. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. You're amazing. You're the whole world. And I'm always gonna keep reminding you of that. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to see you in the next reaction video. Thank you and goodbye.